Over the years, I've tried so many formula trying to establish the perfect leveling system, the distance between levels, and building it so students don't get trapped late in the game on one level that is impossible to reach the next one or seemingly impossible. That's a motivation killer in games. But by the late in the semester, most kids are involved in the curriculum and enjoying the whole process. But still, you want the game to remain an effective part of your motivational system, your gameful learning environment. So, Mick and I came up with this calculator, and that's what it is: the growth rate between levels. So, the idea that level 2 is 50 XP away. Level 3 is 51 XP because we're raising it up by 1. But notice that then it becomes 53, and very quickly down here at, I believe, level 23, the 250, no, level 22, the 250 kicks in. This is the maximum distance between levels because otherwise this starts to spread out more and more the further you get down, and it makes it incredibly difficult for kids to level up. And I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, well, in a game, the quests become progressively more valuable and there's a balancing system built in. Yes, there is. And there are a whole team of individuals who do those calculations and figure this. We're single individuals trying to set up our own games, and for the most part, we're novices at this. I've got 8 years experience and I consider myself a novice. I'm still learning every year. So these defaults, I strongly encourage you to consider them. These levels, now I've set up my game with 55 levels. And at the elite level, I've got an end game set up for students at that point. This is going to be in the spring. That's where I intend for students to hit the best students, the ones who engage at the highest level, to hit this elite level. Now, moving through here, in the past, we've just had series of levels with the exact same name. Now, one of the biggest game mechanics there is continual feedback. Players need to see progress at all points in time. That's why I urge you not to have a small collection of very large, difficult quests, rather a large collection of small, attainable quests that become progressively more challenging. You know how to build that. You know the zone of proximal development. You know all this teacher stuff and how you scaffold the experience for kids. Well, it's exactly the same in a game. So, as students rise in rank, and we're still working on the formatting for, this is a brand new progress bar that goes edge to edge, and our rep modifier as well. There's a long story behind this. The visuals here will become more refined, but the identity of the level, the applicant, the probe one, those names will follow the kids as they level, as this progress bar moves across and they level up and then they do the same thing. This is intrinsic to virtually all MMOs, all games, large games that kids know about. For kids who aren't interested in the game, this does not get in the way of their learning. They can continue to work at their own pace and just chew through your curriculum happily, learning, not being held back by others. But for some students, this is an incredible motivator, the race to the top. And yeah, there are corner cutters, and we'll talk about classroom management, what you can do for that. But for now, if you want to adjust this and you want to remove levels, you can click on this and it says, are you sure you want to remove it? Instead, you can just double click and that layer disappears. Okay, and then you can set this up how you want. But I'm telling you right now, I am really excited about this system, and we'll see if I crash and burn by the end of the year. But for right now, I'm pretty confident in this. And that should be a warning, Will Robinson, to those of you who've known me for years and have heard me say, oh, God, I thought I knew what I was doing. This is an exciting learning process, and share that with your kids. Hey, we're trying something new, because I'm trying something really new with the rep this year. And this completely turns my game on its head. Experimenting, disrupting, trying new things. This is part of what education should be about. And if you don't take risks, how can you expect your kids to?